than Marth. Very good at throwing.
Yeah,
Probably
I guess
was a
I guess
strong
that's
second
true.
or third baseman. Maybe Peach
And
was
good on
rolling over
her.
from third to first.
And what we'll say too is good on her for playing in a mixed league instead of softball.
Yes.
Marth should be on the softball.
Oh, I'm a feminist.
Not that there's any,
my daughter's going to play softball. You're not a feminist.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. Not with Marth being on the mark.
That ball is not soft.
Mark?
I took a foul-tipped softball over the top of a backstop to the top of the head.
Yeah.
As a child, I have a noticeable bump on the
Oh
top
my
of
God!
head.
The second pull of the day and it's a stitch.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I got hit in the head with a baseball once and I woke up a week later.
Rear. You got a great instance of rear there.
How about that?
Every time Marth's grabbing from the left, we get a nice rear, or we get an we get an Arty. Yeah, that was an Arty there. Could have been Arty grab.
This is good because regular regEx, I guess, is using the RE just to keep track of who, just in case. And then Arty is doing the same, but it could also be an homage to Adam Lindgren.
That is true.
Who is somewhere out there resetting his N64,
this,
doing Mario 64 runs, resetting over and over again. You ever tune into any of those? I think it's
not even a single time. I get all the VODs in my YouTube though, like the subscription section, and they all have the same exact. They all have the same thumbnail.
So in the deepest, saddest sense, there's something really, really, really funny about it. If you watch the stream, because it's like really, really quiet, as he's just like, you hear like the kind of like echoey, the reverb like woohoo of like Mario jumping, and then he gets to like the little bomb section near like a minute and a half in, and he messes up and he goes
bomb clip.
Yeah, and then he goes dang it in the little Swedish, and then he just hits the reset, and it goes like that for like
that one's going to reset, guys.
and he does that for 6 hours straight every day. Maybe he looks to chat. He looks over at chat, and while he's doing it, and he goes like.
So what did you guys have for dinner today?
No, he looks over at chat and he reads the chat and it says like, "Do you think you'll ever come play Hungry Box again?" No. And then he messes up. He goes, "Dang it." And I go, "You can't live like this, man."
Sisyphean.
You can't. Yeah, he's up pushing his boulder. I don't know. And I just think about how he used to have the nicest peach of
free
all time ever. Dang it.
Jordan playing baseball.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. Strikeout.
Looks like we're bad on Womps. Looks like we're stuck on Womps today.
Oh my God, this could be PB if I hit this.
Missing a Bowser throw.
I missed this.
Oh my.
Someone says. So I looked at chat. Looks at chat and says, "Do you think you or Mango's the GOAT?" And he just goes, he goes, "I don't know," and then he just keeps resetting. Dang it!
You hear the life support machine?
Yeah.
He's in an iron lung in this.
I don't know. Maybe he's doing fine, and maybe He's
having so much fun. He's like probably having the most fun he's ever had in his
Maybe
life.
he likes it. I don't know, but to me it makes me sad.
Do you think you would still be top 10 if you played today?
If you played Peach, could you beat Moki? I don't know. Oh, I missed the jump. Dang it.
I have never watched one of those, but now I think I need to get into it.
No, because it's sad is the thing.
It's like messed up if you're watching.
You're literally like, I can't, this is not my
voyeur,
goat.
It's voyeurism.
This isn't my goat. It's like, how will this affect Mango's legacy?
I do think it's interesting to watch a guy who's been familiar with being the best at something try to become the best at another thing.
Always, right? Because it's a testament to
I have never tried to be the best at anything in my entire life.
So what do I know? But like, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, this guy knows how to learn. Like he's good at learning. That's like his skill, or like he knows how to be excellent, and like become excellent. But then sometimes it doesn't translate to Mario 64 apparently, and clipping through the little.
A game where you have to backwards long jump up a flight of stairs. There's no opponent. There's nobody to beat.
It's actually quite hard. Yeah. So it's a lot of resetting, pretty much.
I have a lot of trouble with this trick.
And I can't. And sometimes I watch it and I think, this can't possibly be harder than 4-stocking Leffen in the Fox Ditto, can it? Like, is it actually?
He gets a lot less shots at Leffen too. You know?
Yeah, like
that's one. Honestly, he gets one shot.
Oh my god, that killed. I mean, yeah, but what do I know, right? I mean, he's still the GOAT. So, and I'm willing to say that now because I think that Mango, even though he's still here, right? Like he's out here, but I'm ready to say Armada was the GOAT. It's more romantic, like in my head.
It's way more.
You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. now that he's gone, and by gone, he's just in the Mario category on
Do you think?
on Twitch.
That's I would guess probably like 80% of his chat messages are about me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Bastard.
It's just like an hour of resetting, and then he looks over and he goes, "Will you ever team with Eniolus again?" I don't.
Do you still have brothers?
I don't know. So.
You know what is interesting about Armada? Besides like his capacity and his relationship to his brothers, he's a person you don't really know anything about in the way that you do about like a lot of other top players. Like he's very socially unknown. I've never known of Armada having or being with a partner.
I don't even really know what his now that you mention it, like his personality outside of like being very
fiery,
like in the but like that's these things are tangential to Melee, right?
Yes.
So completely Melee aside, what's he like? Just like hanging out with him, you know?
Yes.
I don't know. Can he even like talk about like
does he like
anything?
Movies? Is he?
I like Surf's Up with the Penguins. Sure. He probably. I mean.
I saw a penguin.
I had to slide down the.
I like the part. I like the part in Monty Python where they talk about the Swedish moose.
Because
moose once bit my sister.
I sometimes struggle with the penguin slide level.
It reminds him of Surf's Up.
I love those guys.
If a penguin can rip it down a half pipe, a penguin can get down a slide, for God's sake.
For God's sake, yeah. Ride that tube.
Yeah, is he like a politically engaged guy? Or is he a griller?
Armada?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what does he think about the state of it?
No, we're not here. I looked over. We're not talking about Surf's Up still. That just was like a funny callback. It was a callback.
Talking about Surf's Up?
It was poorly.
We have actually recapped the entire plot synopsis.
Yeah, we're just getting to the end now. No, that was a funny callback.
It's something you kind of do as kind of a professional at this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you just prefer.
I don't expect you to understand.
Walk up and down smash. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Where's
Whatever.
Walt?
Yeah.
So, do you think Walt's an industry plant?
Yeah, that's a thing that is real. I love that stuff. Like, what do you think this is? Like, you're getting $500 to do this at a major, maybe. Like, what do you think this all is, man?
That's an honest living right there.
If you do every single event, listen.
Maybe he's got a bunch of really sick kids that he's trying to take care of, you know.
He's like a Tiny Tim.
Yeah, he goes home to his little shack at the end of the day where his kids all have like one leg and they're coughing.
He's a Twistian figure.
Father Walt.
Turned on for Walt in debtor's prison.
And he says we're gonna have to split the cabbage soup again for dinner. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be last night's gruel, boys.
I'm sorry, boys, but Beast Coast just doesn't have the money right now. They said after another top 8, maybe.
They said, Walt Coin, it isn't moving.
Walt Coin.
I've got no stacks. I'm fucked.
Oh my god. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. That's all I can imagine.
That'd be funny, like an org. Honestly, that's the next step. Like if there needs to be an org that they give you a pumped up fun shitcoin.
Yeah.
And if it drops below a certain threshold, you're done. I'm sorry, you should have produced more value. Let's quantify things.
Is that what Nouns is?
Yes.
I mean, like basically.
That's why I've been at all the Nouns events commenting.
Oh, have you?
Chuck coin.
Chuck coin.
To the moon.
Yeah.
K Armada token.
Lindgren bucks.
I would like to make it very clear.
Lindgren berries.
One of the only things I've ever been proud of is that Mango heard the Gay Armada bid and thought it was cool.
Oh yeah.
And that makes me really proud as a person.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I'm really proud of my relationship with my family, and you know, helping take care of my mother and my stepfather as they were sick. I'm mostly proud of.
I said her.
Mango has heard about the game.
Yeah,
He said.
I mean, sure, yeah. It's however you
Do you
find joy.
Still be top? Like that one in particular has me every single day. Oh God, I feel so bad. Armada, if you're listening to this, genuinely, I'm not even like punking your.
Yeah, Armada. I feel if you're listening to this,
every one of those people in your chat, ban them.
What
Get
are you
them
doing?
out. They
don't care. They don't care about your PBs. They're not there to watch the bomb on
They're
Bay.
living in the past. You're living in the present, and you will live in the future.
Maybe even the future. Yeah.
They're nothing.
They don't want to know. They don't want to.
You've been something.
They want to ask you about Triff. That's what they want.
Yeah.
So.
I'm worried about Mario's flips.
Personally.
Hey, I'm not worried about who's the best. I'm worried about my personal best. This is what I'm going to
My
say.
PB. Yeah.
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about the who's the GOAT. I'm worried about the Hazy Maze Cave boat.
Hazy Maze Caves boat. Armada's a boat. A fleet of boats.
Sorts. That is true. It is funny as a word to like gravitate to as like a. Okay.
The crowd fell hush. Yeah, I mean tags is like a whole nother like conversation.
For like
really.
non-English first language speakers, they find it interesting when they have an English name tag and what they go to.
Yeah, I've always wondered what would happen if I signed up on Smash GG.
regEx very dutifully power shielding that turnip just to get hit. It was pretty funny.
Oh, can't get
like just waiting for the bone, you know?
Yeah, it's getting pretty
Waiting for the treats.
dicey. Another one?
Oh
What?
my God, chill!
What the hell?
That's what, like 4 on the set?
Oh! Ah! What? Wait. Hold on. Check the
disc.
Check the disc. Oh, you countered. You countered. Well, I was gonna say.
By the way, that's the funniest thing that ever happened.
So.
Check the disc.
Well,
I will inspect it visually to determine what is going on.
Wait,
I'm gonna look at the data.
I love this bit. Hold on. I want to sign up for Tom. Thank you, Tom.
I honestly really need.
It's really hot in here, Tom. Thank you.
No.
No. People can't hear this.
This is like. It's like the part of the. It's like the part of the like the first temple you can't go in it.
They're gonna put this in a museum, I think. Maybe the Louvre.
This is the most necessary water of all time. Anyway, what was the proposal?
Okay. What happens if you enter on Smash GG and your tag is Hungrybox's full postal address?
Like I don't think it scrapes.
Like let's say you found
a tournament as IBDW, which honestly got a chuckle out of me. I thought that was cool. You should be able to take it.
It's a little thing. It's a little thing.
Oh, you don't want it? Okay, I'll have it, buddy.
Hey, he's not using it.
Yeah. Hey, use it or lose it, pal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you busy?
He's been doing work.
Yeah, I just thought. Yeah, obviously he's quite busy. I just think that would someone say something, and then a lot of people would be like, "Whose address is that?" And if you just never told anyone, and then how long would it take for a Hungrybox to be like, "That's my address"? But if he admits it's his address,
then it's cut. Now he has to move.
And he's got to move.
What am I?
So you've uprooted his whole. I've changed the trajectory of his.
He has to move the 500 copies of Operation Doomsday that he got on Discogs. He's bought every single copy of Mad Villainy.
I guess, yeah, sure. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably got a whole closet of the Cuban links, right?
Yes.
So, and he's still got the fourth. He's got the fourth. Every night, like Parasite in his basement. He's got the 5th Lindgren tied up in chains and with duct tape over his mouth. Let me out.
Answer me truthfully. Do you think you would still be the GOAT if you could play today? He's like, no, I promise, I won't say it anymore.
Do you still?
Not enough. The doppelganger will continue streaming.
Rear.
It's a doppelganger, like Twin Peaks. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that HBox having Maybe this will go. This will go on my 2025 Smash Twitter predictions list.
He has a homunculus of every other of the 5 gods.
You think he's got like a basement full of little people, and one of them has like a beard, and one of them is like Swedish.
He's like made like a imperfect clone like homunculus of each one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
and also left.
And he keeps them in his basement, and they all. Yes, of course.
They crowd the stairs whenever they smell the food.
And he keeps them in like their own little like cages that are also numbered by how their rankings that are lower
in 2017.
Than. Yeah.
That was in 2014, I guess.
In 20. Yeah, I mean.
That's the last time.
Yeah. And he just it's in like that he takes the Team Liquid like low elevator down to like the secret floor that only his lanyard can like access.
Well, it's one of the elevators that just has like the metal slats on it. It doesn't have like a door. It has something you pull and bang.
Yeah. And he has to tap it with specifically his key card.
They hear the on like the bars as he's going through with the billy club.
And he looks at the PP one and he goes, "How are we feeling today? Still sick?"